What is up, everybody? It is your girl, Leah, the video game her, and today is actually going to be a non-comic book related, a non-video game related video. Today is going to be totally all about my comic book scoops. So sorry I'm not looking at the camera. I'm trying to fix my situation over here. But yeah, so today is Free Comic Book Day. So go to your local comic book shop and get you some dope scoops because there's a lot of good stuff this year, you guys. I participated last year, but I was too late and I missed everything and I was very, very sad. But today I was right on target. So yes. But first of all, let me show you guys my Litty Green Lantern shirt right here. My baby bought it for me. Like a hybrid of like Green Lantern and NES cartridge, the NES cartridge art. Okay, now you're playing with willpower. Like now you're playing with power from. Then of course my boy, Al Jordan. That's my boy. Green Lantern, Guardians. Let's say Universal Protection. And then see what else does it? The superpower, of course, power ring, and what does that say? I can't say. Protected by the Guardians of the Universe. So yeah, I was in comic book mode today, fam. So I'm pretty excited about my scoops for today. But before I show you guys what I scooped, let me show you guys what the offerings for today are. So hopefully you guys can see the screen. Let me maximize it a little bit so you guys could actually see art or what actually came out today. So for the gold comics, there was a Betty and Veronica joint. Let's see, Bongo, Summer Blast. There was some really good ones that I actually wanted to get. They had the Avatar, the Blue People, not Avatar the Airbender. They had Doctor Who. I Hate Image. I don't know, I've never heard of that one, but based on one of the people who work there, they're actually really good comics. Rick and Morty. I scooped Rick and Morty actually for my boyfriend because he's a big Rick and Morty fan. They also had Secret Empire. That's a joint with Steve Rogers, Captain America, and some Hydra people. So I'm actually kind of interested in reading this one because like there's a big to do about him and Hydra and all of that. So I really want to get up to date on what's going on with him and them. There was also a Star Trek one, which I wanted the Star Trek one, but the personnel at the comic book store said that it was only limited to 5 since they had quite a bit of people coming in to try to get some of the free comics for the day. So because I could have gotten at least 10, 15 really, because there was some really interesting looking ones. They also had The Legend of Zelda. Y'all can't see it because my camera's in the way. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess manga, published by Viz Media. So that was there. Wonder Woman issue 1 was there, which I scooped. I've already read that one digitally, but I scooped it because I did like it. So, Wonder Woman Rebirth book 1, and then they also had XO Man of War by Variant Comics, which I wanted also. It looks so dope, dude. Like, anyway, so for Silver Comics, they had 200 AD Judge Dredd book. I actually didn't see that one today. So yeah, they had a Guardians of the Galaxy joint, which I did scoop. Animal Jam, Attack on Titan, which I kind of wanted to get, but I didn't. And then they also have Bad Machinery. They had, let's see, they had, what is this one? Ballad of Franklin Bonesteel, Barbie. Let's see, Catalyst. That one actually looked really dope. I wish I could pick up more than 5. I was fangirling out when I was in the comic book store today. They had Captain Canuck, which looks really dope. Let's see, they had the DC Superhero Girl. So if you have kids, take your kids. They had some comics for kids as well. Time Shifters, Grim Fairy Tales, but actually looks really dope. I did want that one, but only limited to 5. Kid Savage, but they had this other one called The Looking Glass Wars Crossfire, which I wanted. Oh my goodness, I wanted that one. Like the art in this book was so dope. It reminded me of like the art from the game Bloodborne. So The stupid comic limit. Maybe I'll go a little bit later today to see if maybe I could get some that I was able to get earlier. So we'll see. They had Malika, Warrior Queen, Monster High. They had Riverdale. So those of you guys know, Riverdale is actually a TV series right now on the CW. So they had the Riverdale joint from Archie Comics. SpongeBob, Steam Wars. They had a Street Fighter comic that actually looked kind of cool that I wanted, but limit. They had the Tick. Ninja Turtles, which is another one that I kind of wanted to scoop. Dragon Ball Super, Underdog, which is from like the old days. Old days. And then they had Disney Descents DCOM. So they had some really dope choices, dude. Like, I was so overwhelmed. But let me show you guys what I actually scooped. So I ended up getting The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, the manga. And there's also an Ocarina of Time little short story in here. It says also featuring an excerpt from The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, the Legendary Edition, and the story and art by Akira Himekawa. So yeah, this is actually the one that I really, really wanted. So I'm glad I had a chance to scoop this joint especially. And of course, like I told you guys before, I ended up scooping Wonder Woman #1, the DC Rebirth joint, which is actually really good, y'all. Y'all should go read Wonder Woman. I picked up all new Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know what issue this one is. But it also has some joint in here about the Defenders. So that's gonna be really cool. It says plus the Defenders. So I guess the Defenders are either in here or maybe there's like a preview or something for the Defenders. So I don't know. But the cover is dope. Like, it's some dope art, dude. Let's see. I scooped, of course, Secret Empire with the homie Steve Rogers as Captain America, the Hydra dudes, and Lady. So there's also a preview in here. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. So yeah, I definitely want to read that one. That's gonna be dope. Rick and Morty, I actually scooped this one for my boyfriend. He's a big Rick and Morty fan. So this is for my boo. So for those of you guys out there who are Rick and Morty fans, they do have this comic right now for a free comic book day. And these are actually not free. I actually bought these with my own money. So I bought issue 19 of the arc Prism in Time. It is Hal Jordan in a Green Lantern Corps. So you see my boy Hal on here doing some spectacular stuff per usual. So I'm not gonna read this one because I am so behind on my pull list, which was like the Green Lanterns with Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz, and also Hal Lantern in the Green Lantern Corps. So behind on my Green Lantern joints. What else was I reading? Cyborg. I was reading Deathstroke. I was reading the Red Hood and the Outlaws. Man, there was so many comics I was reading. But then when I started my new job at the school, I kind of fell off. So I really want to go back and like finish and catch up on the stories of what's going on. What else did I get? Vixen, my girl. Vixen got a book. Yes, I'm so happy. So this is issue 1 of Justice League of America, Vixen Rebirth. My girl. Yes, Vixen. That's what I'm talking about. I picked up The Ray, which I actually never heard of The Ray. He's new to me, but I do know that The Ray has a little like mini series on CW Seed. So I really want to check it out, or it's coming out soon. So this is book 1, Justice League of America, The Ray. So I'm looking forward to see like what he's about and like what kind of powers he has and stuff. So that's gonna be dope. I also picked up another Green Lantern. This is issue 11. Arc Phantom Lantern. So there's some Phantom Lantern dude. I don't know if he's a villain. I don't know if he's a hero. I don't know. So I gotta catch up on Green Lantern, man. So this is the art for Green Lantern Phantom Lantern. So that's gonna be hot. Looking forward to catching up on that. And the last book that I got was Earth 2 Society. I love Earth 2 Society, y'all. when I was reading it, it was during the New 52 era. And if I can recall correctly, this is a new joint. Excuse me. So this is book issue 14 of Earth 2 Society. And so those of you guys who aren't familiar with Earth 2 Justice League, it's the one with the black Superman, Val Zod. So, yo, looking forward to reading that, catching up on that, because I was reading Earth 2 as well, and I was also reading the Fate, I'm sorry, Dr. Fate, and those are not part of the Rebirth series. So, man, I was reading so much stuff, yo, because I had mad time on my hands, so I could read all of these comics, but man, I'm so behind. So that's what I scooped today, man. They're all just so amazingly lit. Like, oh my god, I'm happy that I participated in free comic book days today. But I do regret that I was only able to get 5 because so many of them look so dope. So, man, my biggest regret is probably not getting that Exo Man of War and then the Judge Dredd joint. But I could only get so many. So, another thing that I wanted to talk about today that I didn't get a chance to talk about in a previous video, because I have been kind of falling off on my comic book related stuff because I've been busy, man, and then just focusing a lot on these games. So another thing I wanted to talk about, DC is making a streaming service for their shows. So the streaming service is going to launch with Titans featuring Nightwing, and I'm assuming Nightwing, Starfire, and the other people from the Titans. Not the Teen Titans, but the Titans, the ones that are a little bit older, the young adults in the series. And they're also going to be launching the service with Young Justice Outsiders. So this is going to be season 3 of Young Justice. So I'm super excited for this. So let me go ahead and read this press release to you guys right now. It's an official press release from DC Comics. And it says Titans and Young Justice Outsiders to debut on an upcoming DC branded digital service. So Warner Brothers Television and DC Entertainment announced all new live action series Titans from executive producers Akiva Goldsman, Jeff Johns, Greg Berlanti, who is the one over the DC shows now, Arrow, The Flash, Legends, and Supergirl, and Sarah Shetner to debut in 2018. So it's coming out in 2018. Yo. Woo! Okay. So Young Justice Outsiders, the highly anticipated 3rd season of Warner Brother Animation's Young Justice, also to bow next year. Series will air exclusively on upcoming DC branded direct-to-consumer digital service. Warner Brothers Television and DC Entertainment today announced that executive producers of Akiva Goldsman, Jeff Johns, Greg Berlanti, and Sarah Shetner are teaming up for an all-new live-action drama series, Titans, which will debut in 2018. Additionally, Warner Brothers Animation's Young Justice Outsiders, the highly anticipated 3rd season to popular Young Justice series, is also ramping up for the first mission next year. Both fan-driven series in early stages of production will air exclusively on DC-branded direct-to-consumer digital service in 2018. Operated by Warner Brothers Digital Networks Groups, the new digital service will deliver an immersive experience designed just for DC fans. That's why I'm excited. So I'm assuming it's gonna have my boy Nightwing, Wonder Girl, freaking I don't know Cyborg, because they moved Cyborg to Justice League, so I don't know if he's gonna be in Titans, but I know for sure Raven's gonna be there, Starfire's gonna be there, probably Beast Boy. It's finna be litty, okay? And then it's gonna have probably Aqualad Garth version, not the black guy. I forgot what the black guy's name is from the new joint. I think his name is Jackson or something like that. I don't remember. My bad. That's my bad. So, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I just, y'all. I am so excited for this. Like, I was talking to my boyfriend about this a couple of weeks ago, of how, like, I've always said that because of all of the shows that DC has coming up, and all of their, like, animated stuff, like, it would do them well to have an actual dedicated TV service that doesn't have that CW influence. And like, don't get me wrong, I really like Flash. I like Arrow, Supergirl, and Legends. I like all of those shows because I love those characters. These are characters that I've known since I was a kid. You know what I mean? So like I love these characters. I love the universes that they're in. But like being on a television network where you're limited in what you can do, what you can say, like what kind of content you can show. And then also, you know, how the CW kind of has their own kind of overarching theme and like their own overarching mood. I think that for them to move or do shows for their own service, like they're gonna be able to do whatever they want to do. For like example, anybody who has ever read like the Titans comics or knows anything about Nightwing and Starfire, like they're on again, off again, boyfriend and girlfriend. They do the nasty, you know what I'm saying? So like being on like the service, they're really gonna be able to go in depth about the relationship between Starfire and Nightwing. Like I'm looking forward to stuff like that. And just being able to, you know, have that kind of creative freedom that they tend to have on the animated side of things. Because for those of you guys who watch like the animated movies, like they're able to kind of do a little bit more with that, you know what I'm saying? Because they're kind of like off the cuff type of deals. So I'm really excited for this digital service. But one thing that I can say is this: for the digital service, the price got to be right. You know what I'm saying? We already have Hulu. We already have Netflix. When they were doing the whole thing about Young Justice coming back, a lot of people wanted it to come to Netflix because a lot of people already have Netflix. So I think the best thing for them to do with this whole like service is that they have to make sure the price is either low or it's free, like how CWC is free, but it has like ads and commercials. Like for example, on CWC right now, they have a dedicated series for Vixen. Those of you guys who don't know who Vixen is, this is Vixen. Vixen is she's like the black heroine in DC, and she has this totem that she wears around her neck that allows her to have to harness the powers of like different animals and stuff. So she's got a series right now, CWC. So I'm assuming that whenever they come out with their digital service, they're gonna be able to put Vixen on there, likely. Probably give her longer episodes because right now they're kind of like small little mini-sodes, about like 5 minutes long. So man, there's so much they could do. And another thing that I think they need to do, they need to bring in the comics, like the actual comics. Like, you know how Marvel right now has Marvel Unlimited. If you subscribe to Marvel Unlimited, you have access to all of the Marvel comic books digitally. So everything's going digital nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, everybody likes or don't mind going digital on their tablets, on their phones, and stuff like that. So if they really want this to be like a value service, I would say have your animated shows like your Young Justice, have your live action shows like Titans, maybe bring over Arrow, The Flash, and stuff like that. I would do it if it becomes popular enough. Bring over those shows that you already have. You know, bring over Lucifer, bring over Preacher, all of that, right? And then have a service where you could access you could pay a little bit more money, like say like the base service could be like $6 or $7 for like the shows. But if you want to pay, if you want the comics and stuff also, maybe you have to pay like $12 or $15, something like that, so that you can get all of the shows and you can get like on demand comics as well. Or maybe, you know, do like some kind of service to where you get like special offers on like toys or collectibles and stuff like that. Bruh, that would be lit. That would be lit. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people, Lynn, that still prefer physical, but there's a lot of people out here that don't mind digital. Like I got a tablet a couple of years ago, and I just loaded my joint with comics. I don't have a problem with digital, but physical is dope too. So, yo, so I'm telling you guys, like, this gonna be lit. If it takes off, like, and they actually make it for the fans, boy, that would be lit. Like, imagine that. That would be lit. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, they should have did Netflix or Hulu or Amazon, something that already exists. Because, you know, you get that, and then you get, like, other people's stuff as well. But if they could hone in on this and make it legit for the fans, dude, I'm here for that. I know a lot of people will be here for that. So man, I'm excited. Like I'm excited. I'm excited. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I know you guys are in the chat talking to me right now. I'm running my mouth. I'm sorry, but I'm excited. I am so excited today. So, anybody want to leave me with some questions or thoughts before I get up out of here? Because that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully, I have more comic book stuff to talk about in the summertime when I have more free time. Work has been kicking my butt, so I haven't been able to really follow comic books and stuff like I usually do. And also, I think what I'm gonna do going forward is anytime that I talk about comic books or anything related to comic books, I'm gonna title it like TVG versus DC if I'm talking about DC, or TVG versus DC plus I'm talking about like Marvel and IDW and all of the other brands variant that may be like included as well. So today I titled this video TVG versus DC plus because I'm talking about more than just DC. I got some Viz Media stuff here. I got some IDW stuff. I got some Adult Swim. I got some Marvel. So it's litty, boy. It's litty. So I'm just excited, yo. Lynn, go today. Go today. Get in your car, get on the bus, or however you travel. Go now before the day is over with. I got lucky because the comic book store that I went to, like, it had just opened at 1, right? I got there at like 1:24 and I was so sad because I thought I had missed everything. So I got so much good stuff, yo. Oh, I was so happy I went. Because last year I didn't have a lot of luck either. But this year I had a lot of luck. So I'm happy. Who is your favorite comic book villain? Well, let's think about this real quick. Y'all know I'm a big Green Lantern fan, right? So of course my favorite villain is gonna be Sinestro. Sinestro is that dude. Like, I love Sinestro so much. Now, a lot of the reasons why I like Sinestro is because he is so, it's not over iPod. It's going on all day today. But the reason why I love Sinestro is because he's very well rounded. Like, sometimes he'll cross between hero to anti-hero to villain. I love Sinestro. Like, Sinestro is my dude. Like, I love everything about Sinestro. That is my guy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so excited, and like my voice is cracking, and I'm still getting kind of over a cold, so I got a lot of grossness up in my esophagus right now. So, so the worst comic book. Oh, y'all gonna hate me. Y'all gonna hate me. But the worst comic book hero, in my opinion, is Batman. I hate Batman. I hate Batman so much. I hate Batman. And I think the reason why I hate Batman is because y'all know I'm a big DC fan, right? But DC puts so much emphasis on Batman. Like, I hate that. I hate Batman so much. And he's so, like, edgy. To me, like, Batman is so one-dimensional. Like, I don't know. I don't really like Batman, to be honest. Like, he's cool and stuff. Like, I guess, like, he can do a lot of stuff, but, like, he's kind of one-dimensional, like, low-key. But everybody loves him for whatever reason. My favorite superhero is Green Lantern. So, any of the Green Lanterns, really. But I guess out of all of the Green Lanterns, the Earth Lanterns anyway, my favorite Lanterns are Hal Jordan, John Stewart. For non-Earth Lanterns, I would say Kilowog is my favorite non-Earth Lantern. Who else is my favorite? No, I don't really have that many favorite non-Earth Lanterns except for Kilowog. He's like my favorite that's non-Earth. Kitty. Green Lantern with the CGI suit. We're never to talk about the Green Lantern movie. If that's what you're talking about, that movie don't exist to me, okay? He don't exist to me. He don't exist to me. He don't exist to me. But I got some good stuff, y'all. Vixen. I got that Legend of Zelda manga. Yo, it's litty. It's litty. This is what I really wanted. The Legend of Zelda manga. Earth 2 Society, I scooped. Phantom Lantern. Green Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps. He looked real dope. Him. The Ray, I scooped the Ray. Looks dope. I love that art. I kind of wanted to get Blue Beetle too, but I didn't. Let's see. Another Green Lantern, Prism of Time. My boy Hal doing some spectacular stuff. I'm saying, per usual, my boy Hal be on it. I got Rick and Morty for my boo. He's a big Rick and Morty fan. All right, Lynn, good luck. So I got Secret Empire with Steve Rogers, and there's a little sub story in here about Spider-Man, Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. So there's a preview in here for that. I love Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is my favorite. I scooped Guardians of the Galaxy, Free Comic Book Day, and it also has a little excerpt in here about the Defenders. So that's real dope. I love Green Arrow this season. Like, Green Arrow has had a great season. And The Flash is kind of falling off, but I still like the show. I also got Wonder Woman, Book 1, Rebirth, baby. That's it, you guys. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm lit. It's lit. I'm excited. Anyway, I'm gone. Peace.